Okay. Okay, here we go.
And action.
Action. This is hot. Very excited about this. Okay,
so first shot here is Asuka at, I guess, her first day at school.
Yeah, they have. Well, yeah, maybe she's been going for a little bit because there's already a buzz about her. She's the main attraction on campus right now. I'd like to point out the woman, 2 people to her right. So I can't stop looking at her face.
It's kind of like they're out of frame sort of, or out of focus, so
yeah,
they're not drawn very detailed.
Yeah, that's another part of going through these screenshots like this.
Who's this like tall, handsome dude? That's like
who's like 6 feet tall, right next to her, who's kind of like walking behind her within
the other
getting a very clear shot of her hair, I guess.
Some of the other boys have like genuinely sad faces, except for this dude with his tongue out.
Yeah, that guy's licking his lips. Look at his like weird vacant eyes. Let's see. There we go. So it's a series of shots just showing how immensely popular Asuka is, and then kind of reveling in her foreignness and exoticness. And see, like, check the hue of her face, I guess, basically, compared to everyone else.
She's a little paler, so she's definitely gaijin.
I think, like, canonically, I think my understanding is that she's half Japanese, right? Soryu Langley.
Oh, Soryu is Japanese.
We'll have to get halfway into the series, but I think, like, her mother was from Nerve, and her father was a doctor, something like that. File under things I should know. But I mean, that doesn't necessarily... Only her last name really gives you the, like, oh, she's probably Japanese in some way, but she's definitely lighter skinned. Okay, I've established that. And yeah, and so then this is Kensuke's.
He's practicing kanji, and that's the symbol for correct. It's the same symbol over and over. He's practicing.
Oh, awesome! I didn't even notice that they were all the same. This is his page. I thought this was an order sheet for photos.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
It has the heart.
Maybe it's some kind of counting system.
Oh, like, did they pay him?
I don't know. That's interesting, because it's like some of the symbols are only partially drawn, but it's the same symbol. It's the symbol for correct.
Can you get the outlined stuff on the top there? The underlined stuff?
Yeah, let's see. I don't know the middle one. Not good enough.
Oh, another 500 days.
Omoshi. Maybe that says... that might be just sashin, which is the word for photograph. Life photo.
Yeah, I bet it. I bet it's the photographs. That's awesome. He's got it sort of hidden in his schoolwork, which I thought was kind of clever. It's like the old, like, fold the comic into
kind of problematic that he's selling photos that he's taken, clandestine photos he's taken of this girl.
Right, and so here we go. And there's this voiceover the whole time over this sequence of just, I think it's just random people commenting about Asuka, and it goes from, it kind of vacillates between, like, wow, she's foreign, she's exciting, like, oh, she's cute, oh, she's so hot. Yeah, and then the sequence here with, like, a photo through the bushes. Yeah. The women's locker room has, I guess it's a locker room, just has a window that's open.
Yeah, and they're like voyeuristically peering in with a camera.
Yeah.
This is...
Yeah. She grew up overseas, right? I wonder if she matured early. Which sounds like some sort of, again, like exotic, like, oh, don't Europeans have big chests? Which I guess,
maybe.
compared to Japanese.
And again, if you're a 14-year-old boy, these are the conversations you would have.
You're like, well, she's new and interesting. She's going to be busty. I bet she went through a rough breakup back in Germany. Yeah, so...
now they're all fantasizing that maybe she's looking for a new boyfriend.
Right.
And her locker here is full of love letters.
And then we see Asuka's nature. Stomp! She stomps on the love letters. Oh.
Check this out. Her shoe says 2A Asuka.
Must be because...
Did she get did she write... Oh... So they write their name on the shoe so you don't get it mixed up with other kids.
You take them off maybe when you go into the classroom and they all look the same.
And 2A might be the class. It's not like she has her own sneaker. She's not like Steph Curry or Michael Jordan.
That's great. A lot of just kind of glamour shots of Asuka.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had just a real lineup of
look at the sour faces on the other girls, like bunch of haters.
Yeah, this is great. These are well drawn. Like all their faces are different and irritated in their own way. Okay, so Kensuke, he's a clever fellow, and he's recruited his friend into the business here.
Too bad her personality doesn't show up in these pictures.
Because they ran into her on their Navy adventure in the last episode.
That's right, yeah. Especially Suzuhara. I can't remember now if it was the movie or the show, but doesn't she like...
Oh, they do it in both. And it's...
he like drops his pants in front of her.
I think in the... I know in the show at least they do the full pants drop. I was wondering if these...
She also steps on his hat, I think.
Yeah, slaps his face.
Yeah.
I was wondering if these negatives have interesting images in them.
Honestly, though, that's nothing wrong with her personality. These are the these are the guys that are like invading her privacy.
It's a lot. Yeah, she does have that like issue of a strong woman seeking respect.
Yeah.
And instead getting like perverts.
Yeah. Well, 14-year-old boys, especially in the 90s.
It's a tough gig. It's a tough gig being
a different time back then.
Guten Morgen. It's a lot of fun. Guten Morgen.
I like hearing Asuka speak German. She does it a couple of times.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Right, yeah, in the Ava especially, where she just slips into it.
But also you can really tell that it's a Japanese actor speaking German with a Japanese accent. Even though I can't speak German or Japanese, but...
Oh, that's awesome. I never picked it up.
but it's like an accented... it's like when Mari Makanami's talking, she's definitely a Japanese person speaking in English. And has a heavy Japanese accent.
They have that in one of the movies too, where it's like, oh, the American contingent, and it's like, you really should have gotten Americans. Yeah, I even live with a German, and I didn't pick that up at all. Of course, because I know no Japanese besides what Evangelion's taught me. Asuka's doing a bit here, which I think that it just fits directly into her worldview of like she's probably prepping herself up before heading to the school. And being like, if anyone even talks to me, like it's their privilege. And so Shinji, of course, her plans are all just like come to naught because, she just runs into Shinji and tries her whole thing on him, and he's just a dope.
She flicks his nose.
Yeah, you should be happy I even talked to you. And now she's got an agenda too, which she must have, of course, planned, last night or
right.
A month ahead of time. Like she's going to kind of like find and conquer Rei. Now look at the gallery of people just hanging out. The guy leaning over the rail here, just kind of watching.
She's like the new thing at school, so everybody's really interested, I guess.
Yeah, like even her just talking to Shinji, who probably has some notoriety too, but we're never really given to, I think that anyone really cares about Shinji after they get over him being the pilot.
I wonder Are they on campus? Because they're on some kind of bridge. It almost looks like it's going over a road.
Maybe it's like across the street from
or
campus.
right after school. Maybe it's right after school and they're kind of like milling about in the neighborhood.
The initial shot of just a bunch of students walking could be the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And actually, what is Ray looking at in this book?
Now it's in German.
Oh, it's in German. It looks like maybe genetics.
I like the idea that, of course, Ray can just comprehend any communication that's put at her because she's she probably doesn't exactly perceive language as language. I don't know. I'm getting into Ray philosophy field here, but of course she's just reading like a German.
Is it because
physics
of Asuka being German? Is it a coincidence that she's reading something German? It looks like genetics to me. That looks like a plasmid.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's and those are amino acids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Glycine. Yeah, arginine. Yep.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so here Asuka like stands in her shadow, which could be a mistake. So Ray moves her book. Asuka readjusts her shadow to appear in it, which I didn't quite catch there. So then she kind of goes into this whole speech where she introduces herself and says, "Let's be friends."
It's funny. She has to stand on that planter box for her shadow to go onto the book. Like, it's very deliberate. She's just like, it's literal shade, right?
Oh, it is literal shade. That's awesome.
She's like asserting her dominance in the pecking order.
Just goes and like stands up on something tall. She does that with Shinji a lot.
Yeah.
Of just standing over him. I like the translation anyway of her response here. Why should we be friends? It's best for everyone that way, for various reasons.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense. Of course, we should be friends. And she just gets a full dose of Ray personality here.
If I'm ordered to do it, I'll do it.
Ray does not care.
You're strange.
I'm trying to think if at any point in the whole show Ray cares at all about Asuka.
Yeah,
think of them interact there's that big elevator scene where Ray doesn't care.
Yeah. Asuka's like unloading on her, right? And then gets even madder because
you're a strange
Ray
one.
Doesn't respond.
Yeah. They resist the opportunity, or I guess they resist the urge for Shinji to do a spit take here when seriously, is it just weirdos that get picked as Eva pilots?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Ritsuko going over data from the previous angel. We get that shot there.
You see pattern blue. If you go back, does it say the angel's name anywhere?
Oh, it does, yeah. So this is like the mouth of the Leviathan, like angel coming.
Pattern blue, sixth angel.
The bits. And I like this. She just has a moment. She's just enjoying her work, and then a man comes up and gropes her from behind.
But she immediately knows who it is.
Right. It was probably the only person. Besides some other weirdo,
right?
That would do that. And
the first thing he says is, "You've lost some weight."
Kaji's game is, "You've lost some weight."
Yeah. Player.
Yeah, and then he goes right into the lines here. "You're in love, but it will end in tears," which of course is prophetic. And he comments on her
mole,
her Marilyn Monroe there.
Yeah. With a mole along where tears flow.
He does like a cheek tickle chin pull there. It's, real Lothario.
That's a pretty good move.
I really like that Ritsuko is here for it.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, what else do I have going on?
Yeah.
I
also like that Kaji's like unshaven.
Oh yeah, the
He's
perpetual.
got like a little bit scraggly.
The hair face.
Those rugged good looks. The ponytail.
Yeah. I bet his face doesn't itch all the time like mine does. I was in Alaska for the last couple of weeks.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's where I got this thing. Let's see. Because there's a mean lady looking at us.
Yeah.
Got Masato steaming up the glass. Really sweating it up. And then they just kind of go right into professional. Because, the way they play this whole thing, like, it really ain't no thing.
They go back a long way, and even Misato she's mad, but it's not like she's gonna.
Yeah, she never
break up with him.
Accuses Ritsuko. Yeah, it's like.
In fact, they're not even. Are they even really officially dating or anything at this point? I don't think so. Misato and Kaji.
Well, Kaji he's flown in just super hot. And I think he takes it as given that he's irresistible.
Yeah,
which. I mean, basically, it turns out to be true for Misato. I'll put a pin in it for a moment. Hey, why are you still here? So Kaji, it's with you. I'm here. We're gonna have fun.
Yeah,
just like old times. I like his smiley anime face here.
Yeah.
And then this is kind of fun because she picks out, it's like the, I don't know, Freudian slip or whatever. She picks out of his statement, like the together part. It's like, together with you?
Right.
Yeah.
And then we get the angel attack.
Yep. Condition yellow. Angel attack. Serious face on Kaji here. Serious frown. Okay, so they have... wavelength blue. Oh, they have a big folded protein there.
Yeah.
Blood. Were they like testing particles from the ocean that it was putting off?
Oh,
or something?
Maybe, yeah.
That's kind of cool. Right. So battle stations. Oh, right. So we have untranslated kanji.
Yeah, that's the moment or.
From the title.
Yeah.
Nice. So they give us a unnecessary but welcome kind of flashback to they're still seems like they have made barely any headway in
dismantling the previous angel.
Right. Which Ritsuko brings up later, like, hey, you should be fighting in Tokyo 3 where we have our whole fortress. But they can't do that because they have an angel there already being dismantled. So they're rolling out the troops. They say we can't do anything in Tokyo, and we're just going to hit it when they come ashore. And they got the 2 pilots. I like Asuka's kind of brooding over they should just send me out. I should be able to stomp this thing. It's going to be awesome.
Right.
Utterly confident. She has her kind of distressed face.
And Shinji's just like, hey, this might be fun.
he's such a dolt.
Yeah.
They do this at the end of the episode, too, of reacting as if the person over the phone or camera is there in the room with you.
Right.
Like backing away from the relative image. Taking advantage of the medium.
It's like in the Brady Bunch when they're all looking up and left and right at each other.
Oh yeah, that's right. Henceforth, we'll call this Ava Brady Bunch.
As if it's like Hollywood squares and they're actually in a little square above you.
And she's lamenting here what a dope he is. Is okay, so I just always have to get as many shots as I can of launching out of the bomber here. Just so cool. And they both hit the ground. Cloud of smoke. Skid. Asuka super confident. 2-on-1. This isn't even fair. 2-on-1 you say.
Yeah. We don't have the luxury of choice.
And then we've got our reveal. explodes out of the water. We got our angel insignia on there. This would be a pretty cool wallpaper. Oh, good shot of Misato's cross pendant there.
Yeah.
In the command van.
She got that from her dad, right?
Yeah, that's right. At a ground zero,
and
ground first impact.
Asuka's ready to go. I'll go first. She's pretty anxious to get out there and show off, show her stuff.
Because I think, sorry to go back. Viewers, yeah, I thought she said, you guys attack in unison, but maybe she didn't say it off the front. So Asuka charges in. I was here first, Shinji says.
You don't have to be so bossy.
Does he mean like he's been a pilot here for longer?
I think so, yeah.
It's like, hey, I have some like stance here. I have some seniority. So he lays down some cover fire. Pretty sweet gun. I think
someone was pointing out in what I was reading, Studio Fantasia used to do animation for Gynax, or was it Gynax then?
Oh, wow. This is an Easter egg.
Yeah, so that this little clip here with Asuka stepping on this building,
crushing
it. That Studio Fantasia is a real place.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other references like that I've known about in Evangelion.
Yeah.
Besides some of the really far out stuff in the instrumentality shots. This is just like an hand drawn item exploding.
Yeah, what is it? It's a white screen.
It was
with
just like
red
a picture in between these two images. It must look good in the animation.
Yeah, just like a flash and some a building
just draw
or something
an exploding
burning.
red object. So look at that.
Asuka's bloodshot eye.
She's intense, yo.
Yeah, she's focused in.
Oh, yeah. This is what we're here for.
This chop.
Yeah. A burly Ava there.
Another thing that kind of occurred to me the other day, the way these giant robots move, in almost every other robot thing, big things they move slowly like an elephant, they're heavy and they move slowly, but the Avas, they like move like people. They look like a dude in a suit. And so they have to show you scale some other way because they're not moving like a giant lumbering thing. They're agile and light-footed, and even here where she swings this spear down and chops this guy in half, it's like using your whole body to swing this thing at a high rate to chop it.
And you're right; they do essentially karate.
Yeah,
when they're fighting, they do like big sweeping kicks and punches and stuff.
Yeah.
You're right. The animation is fantastic for that. So everyone's impressed. Well, Shinji was anyway.
For a second, and then
it kind of shifts modes. It takes away the yin yang. Sorry,
or the solid color
and it goes
face,
to like a single face, and presumably a single face on the other
one.
Oh,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. See, now we both have our own face, and we are two angels.
What if she hadn't chopped it exactly in half? Like she just chopped off a chunk of it. Would there be a little cute little one?
just like a leg. A leg with a face.
Yeah, no one saw this coming, I don't think.
Yeah, you're right.
Misato is like, hey, that's plain dirty.
Yeah, she goes full anime here.
Yeah.
Yep, and then it all goes black.
And now we're watching the tape, watching film the next day.
So they do the Evangelion military style, like play-by-play with the times.
They're both legs sticking up.
Yeah.
It's pretty embarrassing.
How appalling.
I wonder how long they were stuck in those robots upside down before they could even get him out.
That's right.
I mean, are the robots still there?
Yeah.
They're watching video of it, or are they still out there and they somehow had to eject their plug?
Right. Yeah. Then they both stand in front of their respective robot, right? It's a lot of fun there. Oh yeah, it says live 1542.
Yeah, so somehow they get him out of there.
There's a lot of fun effects in this scene, actually, with the darkened room, the shadows here, and then sort of the faded film appearance.
Oh yeah,
these are drawings that they would have made earlier, and then compressed,
bleach them out a little bit.
Yeah,
make it look like it's really being projected.
We do the.
We are still recording.
I feel better.
We almost need a second laptop or something. But not in the murder shed.
No, bare minimum out here.
Yeah.
So, right. I like this. They say we're going to have to redraw the map, and they show us the blast zone.
Jeez.
Where it's just like there was a city network and now it's just rubble. I think that static on there is not meant to be like static or explosion. It's just what the landscape now looks like. It's just rubble. We'll have to revise the maps again.
Yeah, the bay just got 25% larger.
All right. Kou and Otso.
Seventh Angel, Kou and Otsu?
Kou and Otsu. From Nerve Grand View.
So it had a different name until they split it in half, right? Or
yeah. Oh, man. There's your Evangelion pub quiz question. What is the Seventh Angel's name after it was split?
Seventh Angel Otsu, Seventh Angel Kou.
They lost almost precisely the same amount of mass each. I know. Like Kaji, who doesn't really have as much of a horse in the game here.
Yeah.
He's just a little like, hey, I guess we get a second chance,
rattle.
Huh? Listen, you two. They get dressed down by their boss's boss.
That's
here.
That's kind of funny because now Fuyutsuki is also casting a shadow.
Oh yeah,
on the screen
now
here between
them,
between their two shadows.
That show's awesome. Yeah, and then they have the the rescue efforts. Work with this jerk, so they can't even behave themselves long enough there. I was trying to parse this comment. Because if anyone is as severe in pop culture, at least, as the Japanese, it's the Germans.
Why does everyone here get angry so easily?
And I was thinking maybe, I'm probably just making this up wholesale, but maybe she is more of a celebrity on campus at her home base. And nobody yells at her.
Maybe.
Like she's, has everybody
like a national
cowed.
hero or something.
Oh yeah, something like that, where it's like she's the one you don't mess with, and so she's not used to adults, getting all fired up. And Kaji here is just like hanging out with the kids,
and he's always smiling.
Yeah. He's like he has certain things that kind of fall under his business. But otherwise, he's just here for the show. This is great. Pretty unique. Shot of Misato here.
Looking at all the paperwork. Brother.
What is that? Oh, that's her. That's the chair in front of her. She's approaching the desk, and she's going to go around and sit down here. This is the bill from the UN.
Complaints from public affairs, too.
Oh, that's a bit that we skipped over there that was interesting. Fuyutsuki says, we're sending the UN in for the moment. So now instead the Evangelion dealing with this angel, we have to send in the UN, which can't do anything, of course. They're just going to waste a whole bunch of, ammunition and ships and lives trying to delay this thing over the next, 12 hours, or I guess like 10 days.
It's
quite a while. Yeah, it's several days.
6 days, yeah.
Before they get going again. So they're doing this delaying action, which probably, right, like
costs a lot of money.
Maybe
those are invoices.
Yeah, and so a per day rate for the UN military presented to Nerv. If you're going to fight, do it in Tokyo 3. Very perceptive. So this is great. She sits down in the chair.
Yeah, and she's doing Gendo's.
She's doing
posture.
The Gendo.
Misato with her hands folded.
I'll defeat that angel no matter what.
Yeah.
Now she's in the chair. Great. I like this. Like, Fuyutsuki is furious. He'll demote you next time. Gendo's not here. He would have fired you immediately.
Right.
And like I think I said, I don't think we necessarily find out what's on the card, or this reminds me of back in college. The going theory that we had was that the angels were coming from some other human force. Like maybe they were being grown or awakened by some enemy force, on the planet, and it's just never revealed or something. Or even that maybe Zeely, was, they were awakening the angels because they needed to be defeated, or Orphan's mentality or something, and maybe that bears some merit. But that's the best I can make. I don't think any of that is really true at all, or whatever that counts for in this show. But that's the most sense I can make of like what's on this card, or why would Kaji have secret information about this angel? Like where's he getting it from? Like did he steal something from Zeely? Because that's kind of his other home.
Right. This is Ryoji's idea also. So Kaji comes up with the way to fight it too then.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's not angel info. Maybe it's...
But again, how would he know how you're going to fight it?
Maybe it's the music
He must have
track.
some intel.
Yeah, he's not like a... this is Masato's wheelhouse of like being a commander of these.
I'll also point out that thing says Mai Hani. It's Japanese characters, but it's phonetic spelling. It's My Honey.
My Honey.
Yeah, Honey.
Yeah, and so she's touched.
So it's English. It's not a Japanese word for My Honey. It literally says My Honey on it. But in Japanese characters.
Cute, Kaji. Shinji returns home. Long day. Got hauled out on the carpet, got in a big fight. He's kind of enjoying talking to himself.
Yeah. And there's a bunch of boxes, and oh my god, his room.
Ruh-roh. And check out the German on the boxes.
Oh, yeah. Not that I can read it.
Heid. Nicht stützen.
Someone knows what that means, go ahead and put it in the comments.
These are all boxes of sausage.
Different kinds of sausages and steins of beer.
These are my things. This is a fun shot because you're like, oh, is she naked?
No, she's just working out or something.
Yeah, she's like, wearing her post shower or workout get up. You got sacked today.
Nick Stutzen S. Oska L.
I like the handwritten.
Yeah.
It's it's handwritten on an angle.
Yeah.
It with like a coming at you dimension.
Nicht. Does that mean night?
Niche. That's not.
Oh, not.
Clyde. It's not steers in it. That one's not sausage.
Some other German thing. Scheisse videos.
I missed the little heart that comes off of Asuka's head, anime style here.
Oh, yeah.
I bet she asked that when they were setting her up with Misato. It's
yeah.
like, well, how about I go live with Kaji? It's like, no, this is for a specific
also,
plan we
Kaji's
have.
not here for very long. He's probably stayed in a hotel or something.
Right. Probably has a lot of friends.
In a nerve dormitory.
Could only fit half my stuff in here. Oh, the it's the heart door hanger that Misato set up for him.
Yeah.
Is that his tape recorder in there too? The DAT?
I don't.
That guy there.
Oh, maybe. It's white though. It's like maybe the light on it. He goes very anime here. With his eyes pouring
big
tears.
Classic. Look at that mouth. Oh man, you have to want to draw the mouth like that.
It works in a short amount of time on screen, but if you start looking at it, it looks kind of weird.
They have zero sense of caution. You never know when Misato's going to appear behind you. Ah! Because we Japanese try to be perceptive and considerate of others.
Preparing for the next battle.
Very exciting. What do you mean? See, there's that Asuka bewildered face again.
Yeah.
Well drawn. Okay, so here they kind of start to set up the unity thing here. They have opposite sides of the screen, green and red cups, cans like that.
Mm-hmm. And Misato's got a beer going.
That's right. Gets home. Gets the Yabisu out. This is great. It will attack again in 6 days. This is ridiculous. I think we missed the... I must have missed the shot of boys and girls shouldn't live together.
All right. Both of you dance like you want to win. Is that what it is?
Yep. That's the English version. Not the Japanese translation.
So, the thing I was reading was pointing out this is one of the only times you ever see Toji Suzuhara not in his jogging outfit.
Oh, that's right.
He's wearing the school uniform.
Man, his mom made him get dressed this morning.
Yeah.
So they're setting up the stage for us here.
It's the class rep. 2/3 of the idiot trio.
Yeah, we got a different translation. This is based off the Netflix translation. Fun to have both. So what fun! They both showed up together. We get the pim pom. Oh my god!
Eek.
It's disgusting.
What are they wearing? It's like some kind of a flash dance leotard.
They're like these
shirt.
80s like hand me down.
Totally looks like that flash dance outfit.
They both have a lot of like dangle coming off of the shirts. I like this translation. Rubs me the wrong way. The writer had a lot of fun with that. Oh,
the shame.
Miss Misato says that Japanese start with the form and the rest will follow. Does anybody else in the show come up with Japanese truisms like Misato does?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a recurring bit.
Yeah, we does. Japanese are more perceptive and try to be polite.
Which is kind of fun because she's kind of new to her culture too, because she had that fugue state. Anyway, she's forcing us.
Are they talking in unison in this part too?
Yeah,
right?
Everything they do now is in unison. And they do it a lot even before the training too, which is probably just a setup for the episode. This is so indecent.
So indecent.
And Asuka's like, well, come on.
It's not what you think.
We don't have a choice.
Oh, there's Rei. You're right. She shows up with Misato.
This is a nice drawing here.
Got a ride home from school.
Rei looks very sickly here. She looks very much the alien.
She looks small next to Misato.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Misato's tall, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's like almost as tall as Kaji.
And Pen looks real small there. Somebody's hands.
It must be perspective. Yeah, Hikari has it there. I like this. They look. Oh.
Yeah.
So it's
error.
This is fun to interpret, I think, because it's Shinji is still trying, but he looks terrible doing it. But Asuka has already given up, probably out of disgust for just how Shinji is. He's probably just doing poorly. And Asuka just stands up and turns around. It's like, I'm not going to do this anymore.
And it is sort of like a DDR.
Oh, yeah.
Dance pad thing, but with more
This is
buttons.
my opportunity to go off on DDR, but in the interest of time, I'll skip it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, when I first saw this in college, was when I was a huge DDR head. So this spoke to me. And she's, Asuka's like, I am the best and even I can't do this. And Rei gets called in. Asuka's worried. And Masato has got the confidence here. Somehow she knows that this is going to go great.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Rei does it because she's ordered to.
And I think that's a bottle of tea.
I love those. Those huge, 2 liters of tea.
Yeah, I think that's what that is.
It's a lot of tea. Disturbed Asuka. Rei in her socks. She's got black socks.
Oh. Is that a clue that Rei is not the socks, but Rei being good at DDR? Is that a clue that
this is a deep pull?
Yeah,
These socks.
But that she has some other relationship to Shinji that hasn't really been revealed yet. But,
absolutely.
But definitely she has this connection.
Rei is great for this because we don't at this point or throughout the series know much about her.
Yeah.
Really, so as a mystery, it's great to pull her in and like, oh, she has a mystical ability to be perfect at DDR.
Yeah. And quickly syncs up with Shinji.
Yeah. I think that's the key there, is that we're working with Shinji. She's perfect.
Why wouldn't they use Rei and Shinji from the beginning anyway? Did they ever say why it has to be Asuka and Shinji?
That's a great point.
Because I wonder if, even here, Asuka gets mad and she goes down, but then she says, fine, I'll do it. Like, they would have just used Rei if she didn't want to do it.
Maybe it's just meant to be character growth.
Yeah.
For Asuka and Shinji too working together. And that's kind of a cheap answer, but I think
that could be. And they're not going to send in all 3 of them because, well, they got the intel that says you need 2 of them to fight to do this. So
right, 2 is perfect.
It is because they said it is.
And it's probably Masato's idea. That would be my guess. Well, I guess it was Kaji's idea that Asuka needs to be trained to work with other people, specifically Shinji.
Right.
They're going to be like the 2 lead pilots, essentially. Rei is the prototype.
Right.
I carefully caught all of the distressed Asuka shots here. Look at that, just range of...
Yeah, just really hurting.
Yeah.
But that's some good animating too. Just they're so expressive, these characters.
She moves all around the screen throughout that. Her head's just all over the place.
Yeah.
Screw this. I'm out of here. I don't know if we said screw this in the mid-90s. I think that's a modern translator taking a liberty there.
Yeah, I don't know that one yet.
So Shinji notices slam. This is what's his name's comment.
Toji.
Yeah, even a demon's eyes can shed tears.
Suzahara. Even a demon's eyes can shed tears.
So funny. Shinji. Dope.
You made a girl cry.
And
she's pretty mad too.
Hikari's got the great perception here that really this is Shinji's fault.
Yeah.
She didn't just go to her room. She left the apartment and down to the shop.
Look how the shelves in that shop are kind of picked over. It's like maybe people evacuated and bought up all the stuff. So
right. It's like the stores nowadays.
Yeah. But the drinks are full. People didn't take drinks, I guess.
So Asuka is she's kind of unpacking it a bit for Shinji there. She's like, yeah, what am I going to do? I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I was just upset. And so now she rallies, and she brings her groceries up here, and they have the shot of the groceries. And this is pretty fetching. It's passive Shinji.
Yeah.
Why are you so clueless all the time? You call yourself a man. People always get on Shinji's masculinity.
Yeah. He doesn't even really call himself a man.
Right.
It's like, what are you talking about? I don't even want to be here.
Yes. You said it perfectly once. It's just like, why is this girl being so mean to me?
Yeah.
But yeah, well, this is fetching. This is like how she's mowing down on this with audible gulping sounds. Forceful eating.
Angrily, and then he just kind of smiles.
She's charmed by it because it is charming, and that's I'll say personally as well. I really also enjoy seeing a lady getting righteously upset about something. It's fun to watch as long as it's not it myself. Right? That's then it's the worst.
Love sicking your wife on someone at a store that treated you wrong or something.
Yeah, like a woman on a mission is
turn my wife loose on you.
Yeah.
Just sit back and watch.
So now we have the training montage, which is tons of fun. I managed to catch this shot.
Asuka kicking Shinji in the back,
just booting him. Pen watching.
Yeah,
the animators had a lot of fun with this. So.
Brushing their teeth in unison.
And I miss the glare at each other after they spit. They glare for no reason.
Yeah.
Fighting over the channel changer. I didn't catch before this. It is just on the screen, but it's all three of them.
Yeah.
Sacked out. And
that's how they had been sharing a room then sleeping.
Yeah, I guess so. And I like the nod to Misato's classic Misato sleeping style.
Yeah, it's just sprawled out, tangled in the blankets.
Just like a mess. They're sleeping in unison.
Oh yeah.
They're identically sleeping. They both have the audio recording plugged in.
And their pillows in the same spot. Yeah, you're right.
Of course, women, am I right, fellas? Taking up the bathroom.
And then doesn't Pen scoot in there before Shinji can?
Oh yeah, I missed that, but yeah. And this drawing needs something.
Now we're on the other side of it there.
Yeah. Now they got it.
And then this shot of their underwear hanging next to each other.
What it is?
It's like Shinji's tidy whities and Asuka's bra.
Yeah, and it's so I don't know. They're so in sync. Even their underwear gets along.
It's funny. It's weird.
It's weird.
But someone wrote that. Probably Ano.
They had a good laugh. Yeah. Attack tomorrow. All right. So here the big denouement. That's the right use of it or pronunciation. All right. So we got Asuka coming out of the shower. Everyone's happy and confident.
I was trying to figure out what Shinji's shirt says here, but I don't know enough Japanese symbols yet.
He has all these beach shirts.
Yeah. That's like the Japanese flag kind of with something written in front of it.
He also appears to be reading advertisements.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, or comic books, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah. Diagrams.
They get a break when one of them's showering, I guess.
Right. No showering in unison, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Asuka's boxes still unpacked. They haven't had time.
Yeah.
He's got his dat. I think he's in casual mode now. Oh, he's only got one ear in, too. Masato called. She's not going to be here tonight.
Yeah.
So Shinji says, what does that mean?
Yeah. She's like, fine. I'm going to sleep in the hallway.
Yeah. Takes your stuff. Closes it.
Why is she so mad at me?
Oh, man. There we go. She slams the door open. And we get the we're gonna call it famous Asuka cleavage shot here.
Right.
So if you're gonna attract a Shinji into your room, this doorway is the impenetrable wall of Jericho. So she's. So I'm so confident with the like Asuka is into him at this point and kind of wanted him to come in there.
Yeah.
Because of at the far end of the show. I'm pretty sure it's during Instrumentality where we kind of walk through her whole process of the
right.
She's going through the series is she kind of does the reveal of like Shinji was extremely disappointing.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even able to comfort me. I think she says like you won't even hold me. And they show a shot like it's a single like half-second long shot of her at some point after she closes this door, of her just like staying there on the other side in the dark still. Just,
right.
like kind of
to see if he'll come over or thinking about what he's maybe doing on the other side.
Right. And yeah, you don't know if it's right away or like just later. And she's like, oh, should I go out there? Or like, what's going on? Like, but it's when she's saying that in voiceover, so obviously implying like this was an important time, and like I was saying, like so they just had this whole thing they went through together. She's probably feeling like, oh well, man, you know, this guy, he's all right. But sorry, it's Shinji.
And then again, it's like it's one of these sort of problematic drawings of like a down her shirt shot,
right?
But we're seeing her from Shinji's perspective. She's trying to get him to react to her.
Right.
She's aware of what she's doing.
Right. Just sort of like in the new film.
Yeah.
Right. When he comes in, and spoilers, she's just like stark naked from the back, guys.
Yeah. But Shinji doesn't react at all.
Yeah, she's like.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this is the great bedroom scene here. Man, this is a great episode.
Yeah.
So I kind of caught a lot of evocative shots because I've done this 100 times in my life, mostly when I was younger, where there's like someone in the room and you kind of would rather just be quote unquote asleep through it.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, then she, he thinks, oh, I guess she's just going to the bathroom. That's fine because the only bathroom's probably there. And he kind of drifts off back to sleep halfway maybe, but then flump, she lands next to him. They do this thing here where the like fast forward rewind gets stuck on the tape to kind of like add some adrenaline to it.
Yeah.
We kind of like, he opens his eyes, right?
And Shinji's looking...
He gets an eye full of that.
Yeah.
Kind of pans up there. She's looking pretty adult, right?
And he's blushing.
And he looks like Dragon Ball Z. I don't know if that was intentional, but kind of like the contrast of making him, look like a super kid, right?
Yeah.
Versus like this woman here.
And now he's definitely looking down. Hey, Shinji, her eyes are up here.
Look at his pose. Like he was probably sleeping in an organized fashion.
Yeah.
And then when he opens his eyes, he probably just like quack, like starfishes out like that. And these kids got long legs. So so the tape's still going.
Maybe also the tape being on fast forward, it's like he's clearly not. He's not paying attention, even though it's in his ears.
Oh, yeah, right.
He's not even aware of whatever music is coming out of it. And that comes out in the new movie too, where they explain a little more that like both him and Gendo use that thing to tune everyone else out and to make it so that they have no responsibility to respond to anybody.
Oh, yeah. So he's kind of cut off.
So it's never even really listening to any particular piece of music or anything like that. It's more like this way for socially walling yourself off. But here in this scene, it's not working.
Yeah, he's kind of lost his comfort wall there. So we do like he shouldn't like eyes focus. So he adjusts his focus.
Yeah.
Face, and then he's like, well, guess I go for it. Uh-oh. He's like 5 millimeters away from her there, and then thankfully, kind of, right, he kind of gets the...
Well, and he sees her crying, too,
and he gets
so
the,
it's
like,
this whole thing
this is not...
And then the tape stops.
Reality is not really where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, tape stops, and he demurely excuses himself. She must have woken up there. Right, because later she's kind of like not admitting to any...
Right. Or does she implies that maybe she thought she had dreamed it or something. Right.
So
she might be half awake.
Yeah, I think you're never really told, but like I think that she was half awake and not really intending to end up there. Good job, Shinji.
He did okay for a 14-year-old boy.
That's my assessment. Right. Okay, so now we get to break down another.
Yeah.
So right. So I tried to catch most of the movement here.
Do you think maybe she tried to slap him and he grabbed her hand? That's why we're looking at Kaji. I'm
gonna go back one,
going all over Misato here, but
yeah,
it always catches my eye that he's holding her hand in kind of an awkward way. And I wonder if maybe she was going to smack him and he stopped her from smacking him.
She got that anime sweat there.
Yeah.
Just two cousins watching anime people kiss in a chair.
It's all very weird.
Okay, so here we go. So then they do this sort of, what is it, like, who's the director? Blue Velvet.
Oh, like, David Lynch.
This feels like Lynchian to me, where she's like watching the floors tick up.
Yeah.
On the elevator.
Oh, kind of
in a compromised position. And blue velvety.
Yeah.
Right. So she backs out, and it's just this is another like in the last episode of Kaji just leaving a scene an absolute mess. He's like showing up and just like kind of destroying everybody's sense.
I mean, those are probably whatever Misato had been carrying. She just left it there.
Right. Yeah. She gets out of there, and she look at her. She's like,
she's kind of
okay. So yeah, we're not doing that.
Your lips didn't tell me to stop, he says.
Oh, God, Kaji.
Like, she knows he's right.
Yeah, so he gives her things back and bows. Look at that guy.
Scoundrel.
He's a scoundrel. What a scoundrel. Wham. Right. Okay. So in Ritsuko, who's always happy to dispense relationship wisdom from a distance. So things start out, yeah, everything's fine. Is it work or a man?
A little of both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and of course, Ritsuko knows who she's talking about.
Mm-hmm. The spit take. Don't be ridiculous. Like I'd have feelings for a jerk like him. It's very, very melodrama. It's great. So essentially, Ritsuko is kind of asking Misato to be honest with herself. Hey, you guys are both adults now. It's okay if you want to have a relationship.
Right.
Back to work. Tomorrow's a big day. Lots of fun. Okay, so here's the UN fighting its long holding action over the last 6 days against this angel. It's still kind of melty. Yeah.
They got a bunch of those weird helicopter-like jump ship things.
Follow those things. VTOL craft. We're ready for you this time. Okay, raise your AT fields when the music starts, and you know what to do.
Balls to the wall, she says.
I'm pretty sure that's another anachronism there. Finish this in 62 seconds. Okay, so, yep, all the excitement. Boom. Start. Launch. And we get to the countdown. So when I was taking these shots here, I tried to take one every 2 seconds. So, as I was saying, there is a lot of animation in here.
Yeah.
They drew a lot of frames. There's that
yeah,
field between the spears that goes chunk chunk. This the gun dispensing buildings that are in Tokyo too. Oh, and this is Ritsuko's advice too. Have the fight in Tokyo. Have the fight in Tokyo 3.
You already have that other big crashed angel there.
Mm-hmm. You got all sorts of stuff for you here. It's great, like in the explosion glare.
Yeah.
Cool drawing. So they go through their routine.
They're doing their back handsprings.
Yeah, there's like 6 seconds of back handsprings here. And then one of the giant protection walls holds up to just like a random blast. You have another angel that can just put out random blasts. We never get to see much of what this angel can do.
Yeah. And we don't even see where that blast came from.
I guess, Ooh. I didn't catch it, but he scratches down Mildus and explodes it. The Evangelion leap away, and we get a montage of exciting face reactions. And this is Misato calls this like, okay, UN, fire everything you got. 'Cause they got to distract the angel, apparently.
Yeah. I like this, like a mountainside that opens up and it's got all these rockets in it.
Huge rockets too, and we get this this take on the introduction sequence, like Evangelion rising through the air with
and this sort of split
anime beams everywhere,
split screen.
Yeah,
so we're seeing this synchronized and symmetrical.
I think I missed the punch. Oh yeah, there's the uppercut.
Yeah.
Uppercuts, and then I missed the kick, but they do a big sweep kick together. And this is like mid.
Yeah, so like they kick it back into one piece.
Yeah, I don't know if they beat on it so hard it had to revert, or if just smushing it together makes it revert.
You can see the two little red cores there.
Right. It's a 2-chord angel. Oh, that was a great shot. I gotta go back.
The sun behind.
It does. Look at that. It's great.
Yeah, it's cool.
And they Oh, Fusky is very pleased.
He thinks this is going to work. This is going to work.
Yeah, it took 20 years off him.
Yeah. He does look younger.
I'm very pleased. And then they descend for like 10 seconds here. They jumped so high.
Yeah, the clouds kind of formed a circle around them. So they were maybe
so cool.
Traveling at Mach speed.
Yes.
Create that little compression ring or whatever it is.
This is not quite sure what I'm looking at, but it's a great drawing.
Yeah. Makes more sense when it's moving, I guess. And I like this part. They just like kick it all the way up the side of this
so
mountain.
Hard it drags it across. like 5 miles uphill or something.
Yeah.
Crunch. Boom.
So that the core was still kind of two pieces there. It looked like.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Go back. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I've always tried to interpret that. Both their foot's on the same spot, but they're not.
Yeah, they kind of. It's like a double core.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, that problem solved.
Does this thing leave a cross behind when it blows up? I don't remember. Maybe they don't show it.
Too much explosion.
Yeah. Maybe they hadn't settled on that imagery just yet.
Look at Kaji has central dogma privileges.
Oh.
I guess they just hang out there.
Yeah.
Oh, man, what a crater. It's like molten at the bottom. It's awesome.
They're all tangled up on each other. Both Avas accounted for.
It's disgraceful, though. It's hard to look at.
How appalling.
How appalling. I got a great anime.
Yeah. Very angry Asuka anime face.
It's like chibi to the max there. And she reverts. This is the Shinji perspective.
Yeah.
Here.
So he sees her little hologram, but he can see her back on her Ava on the phone.
I guess it is a real hologram, right?
Yeah.
It's not just him, his perception.
Because he opened that little phone box and she
it does show like rays popping out
of
me. Oh. What are you going to do? These kids.
Okay, she's laughing. They're I can't think of their name, the two techs there on the left. And Kaji. All kind of laughing about it.
Well, I think probably in general it's fun hearing these kids bicker about what went on last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that moment. There is 100% like the pause there where she's kind of waiting to see what he says. It's like a pervert. So then she gets to save face, right?
Yeah.
I think he bonks her. She bonks him.
Did her hologram smack him?
I think so. All right. Oh, Fusky.
The end.
The end. Oh my goodness.
That was great.